ladies, I'm back with another story, and this one's gonna be pretty interesting. Let me just start off by saying I'm not proud of these decisions. You may see me smiling and laughing and giggling about this story, but at the time this was serious. You guys are gonna think completely different of me, but that is great, that is okay, because I don't know what dignified woman I led you all to believe that I am. But, like, for real, I make some shitty decisions and I have a very serious anger issue. So, without further ado, here go the story. Alright, so, I can't believe I'm actually telling you guys this. You know what? How do I put this? Like, okay, so, here's what went on. So, at the time we were chopping, you don't know what chopping is? It means we were selling weed, okay? So, at the time, we don't anymore, so you can call whoever you want, tell whoever you want, I don't give a damn, that's what was up, okay? That was the hustle at the time. When we were chopping, we would have, like, I don't know, like, okay, like, let me paint you a picture. Okay, at the time we lived in the beaches, so, I don't know, like, if you know about the beaches in Toronto, it's, like, kind of bougie, white people, and, you know, there are a lot of kids, naturally. There are tons of schools, plenty of schools around the neighborhood, lots of teenagers, mainly white. That's not really because we were, like, in high school at the time when we were, like, chopping, we had, like, you know, we had links. We had, like, a bunch of kids our age who were down to, like, buy from us because, you know, that's how it go. That's our clientele. So we would have, like, people, okay, I need to start off by saying, okay, so my ex is, what am I gonna call my ex in this story? We're gonna call him, sorry, the camera cut out. Okay, so we're gonna call my ex in this story, we're gonna call him Jimmy, and we're gonna call the other kid, the one that I actually, like, attacked, we're gonna call him White, because his name was a color, but, like, if I say it, everyone will know. So we're gonna call him White, so that, like, people who can't put two and two together don't. Okay, so, White. He was one of our, I don't want to say best customers, because he didn't buy shit. He was broke all the time. Always broke. He would come over with bogeys. And if you smoke poppers, you know bogeys are important. He was important to us. So for those of you who don't know what poppers are, one second. So this is what you're packing. As opposed to a bowl piece, this is a popper piece. Looks like that, straight tube, awesome. And basically how to construct a popper, you rip off a piece of tobacco, you stick it in the tube, and then you stamp the weed on top, and then you rip it in a bong. And it's totally fine. It's not healthy, but I mean, don't smoke, kids, whatever, that's the point. And we always had weed, naturally, but we never had bogeys. So this kid would come around, he lived up the street, he was always over seshing. He was always over seshing, whatever. He was always around. He even stayed with us for a minute because his shit was so crap. I don't know how to explain this. There's so many factors in this story. Okay, so, long story short, we are, being the couple that chops in the neighborhood, we'd have tons of people come over, come by, sesh in the backyard, you know, we'd, like, for a couple hours, we'd have people over, they'd buy their shit, sesh, we'd talk, we'd chill, and people would go about their business. Sorry, I just said his real name. White, however, he didn't want to leave. He would be that person. You know, like when you have a get-together and there's always that few people that just, you gotta kind of scrape them off the floor, you know, start sweeping so they kind of get the message, like, things are wrapping up, it's time to go. Like, you can never get him to leave. Even if you said, like, okay, we're going to bed now, like, bye, he would be like, okay, I'm just gonna chill in your backyard and fucking hit a couple more poppers. Like, at the time it was fine. It was fine because, like, we were close, it was no problem. But, like, after, like, it started to become heat because, like, the parents in the neighborhood started to, you know, wonder where their kids were. It's smelling like weed all the time. People got, you know, like, it became bait. Like, it became really heat for us to keep doing what we were doing and, like, sell the weed that way. So we came up with this thing, like, because fucking X and I, what did I say his name? Jimmy and I used to fucking share a room. We came up with this plan. Okay, so people are gonna throw pennies. We have this giant jar of pennies, collection of pennies for whatever reason, outside the backyard. So, like, we're gonna instruct them to fucking go pick up a penny and then throw it at the window whenever they need, like, whenever they arrive for their chop, or if they can't message us for whatever reason. So that worked, whatever. It was kind of annoying, but, like, that was the plan. That's just it. We kind of dealt with it, and it was cool because most people could follow instructions. So he'd be that guy No matter what, fucking 4 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. For some reason, it would seem like we were always taking a nap. We were always asleep. He would just whip this pen. Like, it's one thing. It's one thing when you're gonna throw a fucking penny at somebody's window to get their attention, and you know, like, we'll hear it. It's fucking glass and it's fucking metal. There's a big difference between, and maybe not though. But just over and over again, just like, I dare you to sleep through that. My battery's at like 18%, so I gotta wrap this relatively quickly. Okay, so like, and he became really annoying with this penny situation. So eventually we started telling him, you know, I don't know what the hell that was. Eventually we started telling him, you know, don't throw pennies, just stop, because it's annoying, you know, like, if we can't get to you, we can't get to you. And okay, listen, like, I feel like I do get annoyed maybe a little bit more easily than the average person. However, I don't think I was wrong in this situation. He was such an irritating individual altogether. And then to be annoying on top of your already annoying self, just asking for trouble. Okay, so, and remember I said, like, he was the bogey guy. He would always bring the cigarettes, so that's kind of somewhat how he would earn his keep. Okay, now keep that in mind. Fast forward. It's like one average afternoon. Fucking Jimmy and I have plans. We're gonna go do something together. We were just gonna go, like, we were gonna go walk Oatmeal, my rabbit at the time. I think we were waiting to re-up or something, and we were gonna take the bunny on the walk with us, and then out of nowhere, Gray just shows the fuck up. I have some cigarettes, guys. Let's hang the fuck out. Well, Gray, sorry, we don't have fucking weed right now, so you're gonna have to fuck off. And I feel like, yeah, Jimmy and I had just, like, had an argument or some shit, so I was already in, like, a bad mood, so I was not trying to associate with this annoying fucking pest at the moment. Like, I was not in the mood. So the fact that he would just come in and then he'd waltz in the house, mind you, he didn't knock, he would just waltz in the house. So that would just cheese my life, and I'd be like, can you get the fuck out? Like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, we don't have anything, fuck off. Like, I literally snapped. And like, maybe you're thinking, Silver, that's rude, it's all your fault. Like, fuck you, fuck him. Like, this kid was annoying. I'm actually getting cheese just thinking about it. Like, I wish I hit him. I wish it hit him. So he comes in with his fucking, I got cigarettes, and I'm just like, can you fuck off? Like, we don't even have weed, like, nobody wants to see you right now, da-da-da-da, get the fuck out. He was just like, who are you talking to like that? And you know, okay, kudos to those fucking understanding people. Like, when you see someone like me losing my shit and you fucking walk away, I appreciate that, because, like, if I'm already, like, raging at something to the point where I snap at you just for being in the vicinity, do not begin to argue with me about why I'm in a bad mood. Like, you need to just get the picture and fuck off. Like, I appreciate those people who do that. Fucking White, however, he was not that type of person. He, for some reason, too, like, if you knew his situation, you'd be like, you need to fucking humble yourself, because maybe that's why you're struggling so hard. But anyway, enough about him. So he decides to try to get at me, like, who are you talking to? This isn't your house. Mind you, Ginny and I had been living together. What year was this? I actually don't remember what year this was, because we had been living together 2 years prior. Wait, no, fuck. Don't shut off now. Jimmy and I had been living together for, like, about a year already. Like, so I was just like, who you talking to? I live here. You come here to smoke and pitch a few cigarettes every so often. I've been living here, so despite the fact that it was just Jimmy's mom's house, either way, like, I live here too. We both know we don't want you here. We had this discussion. Don't mind his passive-aggressive ass not saying shit now. We had this discussion. We both know we don't want your fucking annoying mooch ass here, so, like, leave. Now, this is why I can't put up with Jimmy's dumb ass. I hate people like that. I hate people like you. If you're like that, where you'll fucking, if there's a person in your family, or it's your best friend, you'll hurt their feelings like that, but if it's a stranger, all of a sudden their fucking feelings back. Shut the fuck up, okay? You're an asshole to everybody, period. Ugh. Okay, so the point is, Jimmy decides to White decides to start fucking back-talking me, and I'm just like, why are you here? You just walk the fuck in. Nobody wants you here. Leave. Like, adios. And he's like, who are you talking to? This isn't even your house. I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna need you to leave because you are not welcome here. All I did was get louder because, like, that's what the fuck I do. You didn't hear me the first time, obviously, so I'm gonna just say it so you can hear me. So, that being said, he's like, you know what? Fuck you, whatever. Mans walks out the fucking back door. Mind you, he came in the back door. Walks out the back door, walks in the side door. I'm like, are you good? Get the fuck out. Like, nobody's trying to talk to you. Like, leave the premises. And because I saw him, I guess that was like, okay, I'm busted. Let me fucking try another door. So he fucking goes around the house. Mind you, Jimmy is fucking in the living room with oatmeal. So there's no, like, there's literally, like, whatever he has to say that is so important that can't wait to fucking be said when people aren't actually, what am I trying to say? Whatever it was that he needed to say that fucking apparently could not wait until people actually wanted to see him, it really could have got him killed because he comes in, okay, he walks out the fucking side door, comes around the house to the front door, walks in the front door, and for whatever reason, he had the fucking nerve to be like, I don't even know what he was saying, but he was talking some shit when he came in the front door. So I'm in the kitchen, and like the kitchen is directly across from the front door. So like you're in the front door, you see the kitchen when you walk in. So I'm standing in the kitchen, and Mans walks in the front door, like, and where I'm standing, you can see every door. So you can see like the back door, you can see the side door, which I'm kind of next to at this point, and then you can see the front door where he just came in. So I'm in the kitchen. And I turned to my side, and I pulled that drawer open, and this is what I told the judge. This is a fucking lie. If it were a spoon, I would have thrown that too. That's a fucking lie because I was trying to hurt him. I'm 100%. Like, I was trying to cut him. Like, I whipped out the biggest knife I could find, and I threw it at him. Fast forward. Don't do this. Don't ever, like, younger viewers, I'm, like, do not confide in me as a role model. Like, I'm just telling you my personal experiences. I'm not saying this is a cool thing to do or anything because, like, I actually have a criminal record and we're gonna get into that in another video, but this is just the first defense type thing, so let me just get to the end of this damn story. Okay, so I whip out that knife and I threw it at him. My intention was 100% to hit him with it because, like, why else would you fucking throw a knife at another human being barging in your house for whatever reason? And yeah, I know, not your house, whatever. Point is, I was still living there. I was still where I was seeking sanctuary from my home. So that was what I called home. I should be able to feel safe in there. And also, Jimmy and I had the discussion prior, and we both weren't fond of this. But the fact is, he didn't want to buy cigarettes, so he would let this guy come around no matter how the fuck it made me feel. And that, ladies, do not accept that. If you're with some guy who's going to continue to let some stupid behavior go down, even if it makes you uncomfortable, you don't need none of that. For real, I wish I had learned sooner, but eventually you guys will fucking decipher my story and find out that, like, it's literally a miracle that I'm here, but that's not the fucking point. The point is, the second that knife hit the ground, like, literally the second. Oh my god, this camera cannot die right now. Don't die right now. This camera is literally at 8%, so if you guys want me to finish this video or finish this story or give you an update as to what the fuck happened in regards to my charges and how that was settled, I will do that for you. But long story short, the second I threw the knife at White, this fucking blonde ass 6'7" bitch walks in the door. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in the court of law. Blah, blah, blah. You have a right to an attorney, and if you can't afford one, blah, blah, blah. I fucking hate that shit. That's what the fuck happened the second that knife hit the ground. I don't like the neighbors. It was the neighbors that called the police. Because in the police reports, yes, that's 100% what happened. The neighbors called the police. Now the fucking. This is why Jimmy got his ass kicked, okay? Because of the fucking peace bond. You know what? This camera is literally about to die. So if you want to hear tomorrow, literally tomorrow, about my fucking settlement in this case and how everything ended up happening, I really need another fucking 20 minutes for that. So if you want to hear that story, let me know in the comments and I will continue. But yeah, like, I don't know if I want to, like, expose all my ratchet, like, past with you guys, but, like, at the same time, like, this is who I am, it's how I got here, like, everything that happened in my life happened for a reason, I feel. Everything was a learning lesson, and I probably wouldn't be so wise. I'm not even that wise, but, like, you know, I know a little, and I'm grateful for it. So, if you guys would like to know how this story ends, as crazy and fucking frantic as it is, let me know, and I will make the continued version to this. I want to say maybe, like, 5 people. If 5 people comment they want the rest of this story, then I will give it to you. So every story that I post will kind of ultimately lead up to, like, the big picture. So, like, if you were to, like, watch every single one of my story times back to back, you'd maybe understand my life story, hopefully, because I have a fucking crazy story. I really do, and I've been trying to find fancy ways to fucking tell people. Like, I'm a shit songwriter, even though I can sing. Like, I'm bad at poems. I'm not really a fucking screenplay writer type, so I figured through funny and dramatic and a little slightly eccentric stories, you guys might be able to identify and maybe cope with your situation through my awful interpretations of mine. But no, regardless, I'll be back here tomorrow with, if you guys want the rest of the story. If not, then it will most likely be the hair video, if I haven't already posted that, or this Get Ready With Me. Like, yeah, there's a few options that might happen. Yeah. And if they've already been posted, then they'll be in the description. I'm gonna continue to tell my story and be as weird as I am, and if you can relate, then obviously hit subscribe and comment. We can chat, like, leave comments, we'll talk about things, I will answer your questions in regards to my situation, or just be like, Silver, fucking record your answer to this, and I'll do that, because I swear I would post more if I was as creative as I thought I was, but half of me is just like, will they want to see that? And the other half of me is like, oh, that's a lot of effort for fucking 100 people out of 3,000 to want to watch. So, I don't know. Yeah, just comment things and I'll get to it one by one. The boyfriend tag is coming. Mateo is usually kind of busy, so that's at the top of our list. I'm just waiting for him to be available. What else? And yeah, Z, eventually you'll find out why I left home at 16. That will somewhat be incorporated throughout these story times. But yeah, that's kind of, I don't really have anything else to say, nothing educational like that, so until tomorrow, bye!